Today's class we will discuss about chapter 6, that is market mechanism. You can note it down. Market mechanism. Market mechanism. Market mechanism. What is mean by market mechanism, or what is the role of equilibrium price in the market? See, we have discussed about what is a market. We have discussed about what are the factors that determine the price of a commodity. Now, here in this chapter, it's an important chapter where we see all those diagrams. Like we have studied movements along the demand curve, movements along the supply curve, extension, contraction, increasing and decreasing demand. These are the important part we discussed in those chapters. And in comparison with those things, here we discuss about market mechanism. Now, in market mechanism, the first thing we are going to study equilibrium price. If I ask you, who determines the price of a commodity? It is the market forces, demand and supply. We have studied that in a competitive markets, there is no right, or it is not the firm one who decides the price of the commodity. Then the price of the commodity is determined by the market forces, demand and supply. Market forces, demand and supply. Now, how can we find what is the role of demand and what is the role of supply in that? To make when there is an equal quantity of commodity supplied according to the demand of the commodity, then equal quantity of commodity supplied which will be equals to the quantity demanded. Such a situation, there is an equilibrium price, and that equilibrium price is generally termed as general price or equilibrium price. That is the price in which a consumer can purchase the commodity. Now, what is that? From the side of demand side as well as from the side of supply side, the term equilibrium itself, it means that a state of balance. It means that a state of balance, equilibrium means. And in that state of balance, there can be disequilibrium in the market too. What is, or in between what the balance is exists. It is the balance between demand and supply. A certain situations you can see in the market, the demand what is in the market is much more than that the supply of that commodity. So there is an equilibrium condition. There is no balance. There is imbalances or disequilibrium condition can be created in the market. Now, what is in that concept or in such a context, the price determination or equilibrium refers to, we can write what is meant by an equilibrium. Equilibrium refers to a situation, or it is a particular state of balance, or it is a situation in which quantity of a commodity, quantity demanded of a commodity, whatever the quantity that exists in the market, quantity demanded of a commodity equals the quantity supplied of that commodity. This is what is equilibrium. Quantity demanded, you can write in short, quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. This is what is meant by equilibrium. Quantity, what is the quantity demanded of a commodity is equals to quantity supplied. And that particular state of balance, we call it is as an equilibrium. It refers to the balance between, we can say that an opposite forces of demand and supply. When the quantity demanded is equal, not equal, certain cases we can say the quantity demanded is not equal in the quantity supplied. And such a situation in the market, we may say disequilibrium. So what this is, if this is equilibrium, then what is disequilibrium? Disequilibrium is the situation, the quantity demanded, you can write the quantity demanded is not equals to quantity supplied. In such a situation, we can say that situation is there can be demand can greater than supply, or supply can greater than demand, or in opposite case demand can less than supply. Okay, both the four cases we can, the possibilities. That situation occurs in a market, that is known as disequilibrium. So what is meant by equilibrium and what is meant by disequilibrium? Okay, are you clear? Okay. So now we will move to the equilibrium price. What is meant by equilibrium price? Equilibrium price. What is meant by equilibrium price? What is meant by equilibrium price? Okay, I told you the price of one commodity is determined with the help of or market forces, demand and supply. Demand and supply. Now in that case, demand for a good is generated by the buyers. How do demand? What is the reason? How do demand of a commodity arise in a market? It is because of the buyers. It is because of the consumers. It is because of we people all. When we demand for a particular commodity, then definitely the demand for such commodity increases in a market. Buyers demand a commodity. Why do we demand a commodity? What's the reason? Why do we demand a commodity? Because those commodities or commodity has utility. Those commodity has the potentiality to satisfy human wants. Those commodity has the commodity that you like to have it, you like to consume it, you like to use it, in which or from which you can earn utility. This is what is meant by, or this is why we people, or this is why the consumers demand one commodity due to its demand, and the demand possesses its, because it possesses utility, that means the power of satisfying the satisfaction power of the commodity. Okay, then by the time the consumer like to give whatever the price of that commodity, I am ready to give because that particular commodity I need it, and that has an option or that has a potentiality to satisfy my wants, so I am ready to give the price of that commodity. Keep in mind. Now from the supply side you can see, what about the supply side? Supply, goods are supplied by the producers or sellers. We can say that their aim is to maximize the profit. Their aim is to maximize the profit. For that, they should produce varieties of commodities and they bring or they offer of those goods in the market for sale. And also they may apply various sales promotion methods to increase the sales of that commodity because they need to maximize their profit. Producers, they may have to maximize the profit, whereas the consumers, they have to maximize the satisfaction. Okay, so supplies cases, we have also studied the law of demand and law of supply. When price of the commodity increases, the quantity supplied of that commodity also increases. When price of the commodity decreases, the quantity supplied of that commodity also decreases. So this is that role in law of supply. Thus, there is a role of consumers and producers. They have opposite interests. As I told you, consumers have the interest of maximization of the satisfaction, whereas producers, they have the interest of maximizing their profit. Both of them have different interest or opposite interest. Okay, and these opposite interests are necessary to make a market price of one commodity. Got it? Opposite interest is necessary. If there is no such opposite interest regarding or on those commodities, then there is no chance of making or no chance of putting the price of one commodity. So these are very important. So there can, or in such a condition, we can define what is meant by equilibrium price. Therefore, with the help of those demand and supply, the price at which consumers are willing to purchase. What is meant by equilibrium price? The price at which consumers are willing to purchase the same quantity of a commodity which producers are sold or are willing to sell. Got it? What is equilibrium price? Equilibrium price is the price at which the consumer wants to or willing to purchase the same quantity of a commodity which a producer wants to or willing to sell in the market, and that is what we call equilibrium price. Then the price equals the equilibrium price, and the quantity bought and sold equals the equilibrium quantity. Then we can say that is, then there will be market equilibrium. Equilibrium price is that prices. Then we know that once the equilibrium is achieved at the equilibrium price in the market, there is no tendency for the producers or consumers to move away from it. At equilibrium, there is no tendency for either price or the quantity changes because of ceteris paribus. No one has the incentive or no one has the pressure or to change the prices. Once the price is fixed with the help of demand and supply, that price exists in the market. So here, therefore, we can understand or we can say that the price of one commodity or whatever the price that exists on one commodity in the market is the equilibrium price. It is that the price which is determined with the help of demand and supply. So by that price we supposed to purchases. We have to purchases. Okay, that is what is we mean by equilibrium. Is that clear, all of you? Now this equilibrium price can be explained with the help of a diagram. Okay, so what is meant by equilibrium price, and with the help of diagram we are going to study. So equilibrium price, so just let us draw the diagram. Price, quantity demanded and supply, because we are going to find out equilibrium price, and we have studied the shape of demand curve is negatively sloped. I'm using straight line demand curve is negatively sloped. D demand curve. Now the shape of supply curve is also we have studied positively sloped. Drawing a positive slope of supply curve, straight line supply curve, and written SS. Now what is, there is an equilibrium in the market. How is equilibrium price is determined? If somebody asks, what will be the answer? It is the equilibrium price is fixed or it is determined by the market forces, demand and supply. Demand and supply, don't forget. Now demand curve is ready, supply curve is ready. Now how can we determine the price? The equilibrium price is the price at which quantity demanded of a commodity intersect with or equals the quantity supplied of that commodity. So this is the intersection point. This is the join point from which the price and quantity is formed. So this P and Q, and this particular point is known as equilibrium point or equilibrium price. Is that clear? Now here we can find out, here we can understand three definitions. One is equilibrium price, another one is equilibrium quantity, another one is equilibrium point. Three things. What are these three things? What is meant by equilibrium price? The price at which the quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. The quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. That is known as equilibrium price. Now what is, in these cases from this diagram, what is equilibrium price? What is equilibrium price? Can you say the equilibrium price is OP? Equilibrium price is OP. OP. This is the price level. In place of P, we can write any price. Suppose if it is 100, then we can say 100 is the equilibrium price here. That is the price here in the market. Now, what is the equilibrium quantity? What is equilibrium quantity? Equilibrium quantity, the quantity at which a particular commodity is demanded is equals to quantity supplied. The quantity at which, that is the difference. The quantity at which means what is the equilibrium quantity here? OQ is the equilibrium quantity. Equilibrium quantity is OQ level. It is the equilibrium quantity up to here. Now, what is equilibrium point? What is equilibrium point? Equilibrium point is the point at which, this is the point, this is the point. The point at which quantity demanded is equals to quantity supply of that commodity. This way. That is what equilibrium point. So three 2-mark questions you can expect from this. What is meant by equilibrium price, or what is meant by equilibrium quantity, or else what is meant by equilibrium point? Any three questions. All these three questions you can write, and you have to show it with the help of a diagram. And what will be the question? Price, equilibrium price, and its determination. Who determines the price? Market forces, demand and supply. Now market forces, demand and supply. Now listen here. Now if I make a particular schedule or a table for this, I have also told you there can be situations, disequilibrium situation. Now I am just taking an imaginary demand and supply schedule of a particular market, and we will see the equilibrium price there, and also we will see the disequilibrium situations in that. What is disequilibrium? When demand is more than supply, or supply is more than demand. In any such cases comes, that is disequilibrium. So I am just making a schedule. So with that, see price of this price of commodity. So there are three various prices are giving simple way, 10, 8, and 6. And now quantity demanded and giving, then quantity supply, another one. Then the what about the market positions? Okay, market positions as well as we will write the market position. Market position. Okay. Then what about market position? Now we see quantity demanded. We can also create an imaginary schedule here using various digits. It means that We know, we studied that quantity demanded of a commodity can be decreased when there is increase in price, which means at high prices, quantity demanded will be less. So here we can write, okay, 30, 40, 45, 55 and 70. 4 and 2. Then quantity supplied also we are writing. Quantity supplied you can write according to this. Then price of the commodity increases. Sorry. When price increases, quantity supplied of the commodity must increases. So we can write that 56, 50, 45, 35, 20. Just note it down. Okay. Now look at this market positions. See, in this particular schedule, at one particular price, you may see an equilibrium condition. What is the equilibrium condition here? The equilibrium condition is here. Look at this particular thing. See, what is the equilibrium price? The price at which quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. Now see, at what price the quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied? At price 6, quantity demanded is 45 and quantity supplied also 45. So both are equals. Clear? So that is equilibrium. So here we write market position is equilibrium. Right? Equilibrium. Now, in that cases, what about the effect on price? Effect on price. Effect on price is constant in nature. There is no effect on price. It will be equilibrium. Price will remain constant in that condition. Now we have our two conditions, this equilibrium here. Look at these two cases. These two cases, 30, 40, 56, 50. In these two cases, what is happening? Here, quantity demanded is less than quantity supplied. So what is more there? Quantity supplied is more. So that means we can write that is a situation in a market. If quantity supplied is more than quantity demanded, that situation is known as excess supply. That is known as excess supply. Excess supply. See, the quantity demanded is 30 at the price 10, whereas quantity supplied at price is 56. Excess supply. So here we can write excess supply. Excess supply. In both cases, we will see excess supply. Now, what is mean by excess supply? How can we define the excess supply? The amount of quantity supplied exceeds the quantity demanded of that commodity. That is known as excess supply. Now, due to this excess supply, how does that affect the equilibrium price in the market? If a commodity is being supplied excessively in a market, then how does that affect the price of that commodity? Whether price increase or price decrease, there is a chance of decreasing price because the supply is more. Demand actually 30 in number. You take it like this: 30 students demanded a particular commodity, but in the market there are 56 in number. Therefore, due to this excess supply, the consumer may not be approaching that particular producer to get the things because they expected there is a chance of reducing the price in the market. The situation is excess supply. So when there is excess supply occur, there is a chance of reducing the prices. So we can say equilibrium price, the effect on equilibrium price is reduces. You can show an arrow mark like this. Both cases the prices reduces. Now come to the another stage. If this 4 and 5, 4 and 2 prices, what are the conditions? Another disequilibrium. So this is a disequilibrium condition. Same way here we can say what is that disequilibrium? What is more here? 55 demand, 35 supply. What will be more? Demand is more. In both cases you can see demand is more. So here we will write excess demand. Excess demand. Excess demand. Now what is the condition of excess demand? How can we define the excess demand? The amount by which quantity demanded excess or exceeds the quantity supplied of that supplied is known as excess demand. Is that clear? Yes? Okay. What is excess demand? The quantity demanded exceeds. The quantity demanded exceeds. See, at price 4, the quantity demanded is 55 and the quantity supply is 35 only. So, demand exceeds the supply. In that condition, such a situation in the market, there is a disequilibrium condition can occur as well as that can affect the price, or that is the equilibrium, the price can increase here. So here we use both applies arrow like this. Is that clear? Understand? So this is what is, this is a schedule. This way you can explain the price, equilibrium price. You can illustrate with the help of a schedule and also with the help of a diagram. And this is what is the diagram. A diagrammatic representation of the price discrimination. And in that cases, both you can schedule along with diagram. And you explain. You have to explain the diagram. Keep in mind, you have to explain the diagram after drawing a particular diagram. Students, they are forgetting to explain the diagram. Previous batches, they thought up to here the answer will be over. No, you have to explain. How to explain this diagram? I told you that, okay, the classes, I told you initial stage of explanation part of the diagram that is compulsory in everywhere. That means you just denote what all the things are there. From the above given diagram, you can just denote like OX axis shows quantity demanded and quantity supplied. OY axis shows price of the commodity. DD shows demand curve. SS shows supply curve. And the demand curve shows the relation between quantity of commodity at various prices. The relation of supply curve is positively. That means when price increases, supply also increases. This is what is known as explanation. Explanation is must. So the diagram you have to explain in such a way, and at the end, how does that affect or how does that cause to form a market price or an equilibrium price in the market. And there are two disequilibrium conditions. One is excess supply, another one is excess demand. Now you define what is excess supply there. There you define what is excess demand. And how does that affect on price? This much you have to write. This way only you have to express your ideas. According to your words, you can express. Textual points compulsory, diagram compulsory. Certain situation schedule is also compulsory. So this is what is schedule representation and diagrammatic representation. Now you see that suppose, see I am giving you in the diagram 6 is equilibrium price. 6 is equilibrium price. Am I right? Okay. And see what is the other prices here. Price 8. Now when price 8 occur, look at the diagram. When price 8 occur, what happened in the market? See, I'm just drawing. there is this much portion. You can see what is happens here. The price, the demand is up to here only. Demand is up to here. You can, if it is in the dotted line, you can create, and this area is okay. You can make a particular letters like AB. AB portion is excess of what? Excess of supply. AB is excess of supply. Are you clear? Rachi Kishwara, clear? Yes. Apurva Gupta. Understand? Okay. Right. Then see, like another price is 4. Price 4. If price is less, what is happening here? Look at the diagram. What is happening? This is part C and D. What is happening here? Excess of what? Excess of demand. Supply is up to here only. Up to here only supply. But demand is up to this. CD is excess demand. CD portion is excess. Similarly, AB portion is excess supply. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the equilibrium price. All of you clear? Diagrammatic representation of equilibrium price. Okay. All of you clear? Just draw. Okay. If there is no doubt, let us stop here today's class. See, read that chapter very clearly. Next class, we will see lot of diagrams again. The same diagram what we have studied in previous chapters like demand and supply, increase, decrease, extension and contraction. Those diagrams, please recollect. Try to remember those diagrams. Then only by next class you can understand easily. Okay. All right. Okay, then bye.